Have you ever wondered what it might be like to run some of that big construction equipment? Bulldozers, excavators, bobcats. Well, now there's a new business on the Sun Coast that gives you a chance to try it out. I was the very first customer on opening day, and a film crew tracked me through the whole day, wired me up to get my experience of what it would be like to play with these machines. After the usual paperwork and about 5 or 10 minutes instruction from one of the owners, Jason, he said, "Go out and play. You can't hurt this thing, so give it a try." And here I am, trying it out. Then what was really great, these guys created a course where you have to go around and complete all these different tasks. You can't believe how much fun it was and how difficult it is to do something like knock this tennis ball off of there with this huge excavator. And don't knock the cone over while you're at it. How do they dream this stuff up? Here you have to pick up a soccer ball off of the cone, get it into the bucket, and then dump it in this orange bucket over here. They're evil-minded. This is so much fun. I put this little piece in slow motion so you can see the ball actually did go in the bucket. On to the next challenge. Now you've got to take this piece of pipe and push it between those cones all the way down to the end where they have a goalpost, and you've got to roll it between the goalposts. You can't believe how much fun this stuff is. Now here we are in the fourth challenge. This one you really get to dig in the dirt, scooping up buckets full of dirt, then you dump them in that big pipe over there. Now a really seasoned construction worker can fill that pipe up in about 5 buckets. And I'm proud to say it was only about 6 or 6.5 buckets, and I did get it filled up. When you're working with the excavator like this, all the motion is controlled by 2 joysticks, one in each hand, forward, backward, left and right with each one. And for a beginner, it can be pretty hard to keep track of which one does what. Bowling, anyone? This one I found to be the toughest of all the challenges. That's a pretty small maze and different ways to move that bowling ball around. But I did get it through the whole maze, although one time I buried the ball and I had to dig it up again in the middle of the maze. But, you just keep moving those controls, figuring out which one does what, and before you know it, you get that ball all the way down to the end. Give it a little whack there. Go ahead. There you go. Now we switched over to the Bobcat. Here we have an obstacle course, and it took me about 5 minutes to get through. Here we're pushing a tire into a space that is marked off over there, and it's pretty tight to move this thing around in there. So I didn't want it to be running 5 minutes, so you can see we're going in kind of fast motion here. So we'll get through this 5 minutes a lot quicker. This one is really a challenge. 6 bowling balls and 6 little holes you got to push them into. So it took me a little while. This was probably the bulk of the 5 minutes, was getting those bowling balls in there. Well, we knocked that last ball in, then it's off to the parallel parking. And got to get around and back it in between those cones. There's our film crew guy back there, getting every last bit of it. Can't wait to see it on TV. Ooh, rush to the finish. My course time for the excavator was 38 minutes and 57 seconds, and 5 minutes and 40 seconds for the Bobcat maze. Here I am with Jason and Alyssa, the creators of People at Play.